Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here today. It's an honor to present a topic that is not only timely but deeply important for global development. The role of women in agriculture. Agriculture has always been a cornerstone of human civilization. It feeds us, fuels economies, and shapes rural life. Yet, when we think of farmers, too often the image that comes to mind is male. These perceptions fail to reflect a vital truth. Women are essential contributors to agricultural wildlife. Today, we will explore the historical journey, current realities, challenges, and success of women in agriculture, with a focus on mainly two countries, Poland and Turkey. These two nations, while geographically and culturally distinct, share some common dynamics in how women participate in and transform the agricultural sector. Women in agriculture, a global perspective which focus on Poland and Turkey. This presentation explores the vital role women play in agriculture globally, highlighting Poland and Turkey. We'll examine historical context, current data, challenges, success, and future prospects for women farmers. So, historical evolution, the changing role of women in farming communities. Let's begin with the past. So, historically, in many rural societies, women played crucial roles in subsistence farming. They managed small households, plots, grew vegetables, tended animals, and preserved food, activities vital for household survival. With industrialization, women's role began to shift. In some regions, they took new forms of labor, including wage work with mechanized farming. In others, they were pushed further to the margins. In recent decades, however, we have seen a transformation. Women are no longer only supporting agriculture behind the scenes. They are taking the lead in entrepreneurship, in technological innovation, and in shaping sustainable practices. Current statistic, global women's participation in agricultural labor world-life. What does global participation look like? Currently, women make up 50% of agricultural workforce are in Africa, 43% in Asia, 29% in Europe, and 32% in Americas. The numbers are significant, but behind them lies a critical issue: under-recognition. Women often work without pay, without decisions, making power and without legal rights to the land they cultivate. About something in the Poland agricultural landscape, women as a key contributions. In Poland, women make up about 30% of agricultural workforce. They are active in crop production, animal husbandry, and increasingly in agribusinesses. However, Polish women face some key barriers. A limited access to land ownership, despite contributing equally to farm work, challenges with adapting modern technology, often due to limited training or resources. Yet Polish women farmers have also shown resilience. They participate in cooperatives, lead local food initiatives, and preserve traditional farming knowledge. About Turkey. Turning to Turkey, women's roles in agriculture have traditionally been tied to subsistence farming and livestock care. Rural Turkish women have long supported family farms, often working from sunrise to sunset without formal recognition. However, urban migration has changed the landscape. As many men and young people move to cities for work, women are stepping up to manage farms and not just survive but thrive. Today, we see Turkish women increasingly involved in commercial farming and agro-entrepreneurship. There is also growing support from NGOs, local governments, helping women access market, funding, and education. Global compression and key barriers. When we are compare different regions, access to resources is often better in developed countries. Social norms shape whether women can inherit land or participate in public life. Technology adoption varies, with the women in wealthier regions more likely to use digital farming tools or machinery. But common barriers remain. Legal and cultural barriers to land ownership, limited access to education and training, restricted access to credit, and double burden, farming by day, housework by night. Stories and sources. Despite challenges, women around the world are leading change. In organic farming, women are at the forefront of sustainability. Some have mastered mechanization, providing the modern farming isn't only a man's world. Others have launched successful agribusinesses, creating local jobs and feeding communities. These women are not just surviving, they are redefining what agriculture can look like. The role of policy, uh, government, and industrial support make a huge difference. Positive initiatives include land rights reforms to secure women ownership, microfinance programs offering small loans to women farmers, training programs that build skills and confidence, and market access support for women-led cooperatives. These efforts create not just economic impact, but long-term social change. Some success stories that women agricultural entrepreneurs and innovators. There are organic farming, many women lead sustainable agriculture innovations. The mechanization, innovate, use of farm machinery boosts productivity, and agribusinesses, entrepreneurship in food processing and marketing thrives. About policy impact, how government initiatives support women farmers, the land rights reforms, legal frameworks engaging women land ownership, microfinances programs, improves credit access for small-scale women farmers, training and education, capacity buildings, workshop and extension services, and market access, supporting women lead cooperatives and supply chains. Future outlook, empowering women for sustainable agriculture development. Empowering women boosts food security and rural economies. Technology, education, and policy support will shape a sustainable, inclusive agriculture. The future depends on bridging gaps and unlocking women's full potential world life. So, to conclusion, so where do we go from here? To build a sustainable future in agriculture, we must fully include and empower women. That means challenging stereotypes. This is one of the most important things, especially for me. Investing in education and technology, rewriting legal frameworks to ensure equal rights. When we empower women in agriculture, We don't just lift up individual families, we boost food security, reduce poverty, and strengthen entire economics. Let us remember, the future of farming is not male or female. It's collaborative, innovation, and inclusive. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope my presentation was interesting for you, and I hope in future you can make your own conclusions about this general topic. And I think people over the world can make these conclusions, because I spoke mainly about Poland and Turkey, but the problem and generally this topic is global, because like I said before, the farming it's mostly means for everyone that the male and the males think, but I think it's not, and I prove in my presentation that it's not only males thing. Thank you very much again for your attention, and goodbye.